Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about how in this video there's a little bit of audio and connection issues that we have just for a little bit and kind of every now and then. Um, we both apologize for that, but I thought it was really fun and we had a great time talking about something that we're both very passionate about, stuff like that. So hopefully you guys still enjoy, and if you do, you like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff, man. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. So hey guys, today we are going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 2. It just came out about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And today we are joined with my buddy Bo, better yet known as the Childlike Man. I'm gonna give a good hello.
Hey everyone. Like our esteemed host, Mr. Rain 2000, introduced me. I am the childlike man. Um, I have a YouTube channel. And I'm really hoping this helps with my numbers.
I
Probably not, but
can't believe you
see.
got the name wrong. I changed it.
Uh,
It's Reign of Cows, man. Come on.
you're right. I missed it. I did because I've been looking at on Discord. It's still Rain
I
2000,
I
so
know.
that's why I
I
was looking.
I like it like that because then people won't bother me, and come and try and just stalk me and follow me, all the good stuff. I
That's
just like to keep private.
Reign of Cows on YouTube and Twitch. Check them out.
Yeah, definitely
Dude,
don't go add Rain 2000 on Discord.
don't don't do that.
But
I just realized.
go
You
ahead.
know what I just realized? I'm wearing the wrong shirt for this.
I don't have a Mortal Kombat shirt. I almost bought a Mortal Kombat shirt for this, but then I was like, it probably, I don't want to go to Hot Topic or anything like that, and so.
I do have a couple of Mortal Kombat shirts. I was specifically talking about a certain other piece of merch
Oh, oh,
that I got
I
from
forgot that you got that. Yeah, one of my only people that actually got a shirt of mine. That's actually insane. No one else got one because I got rid of it, and I feel like it's a smart idea. But just know that you're the only person. That's like whenever if anything ever happens or I
Yo,
become famous,
yeah,
that's like limited
yeah.
edition. I'll sign
When
it.
you blow up, yeah, when you blow up, I'm next time I see you, I'm just gonna have you sign it preemptively.
Hey, I got you. That's too easy.
And then when you blow up, I'll be like, "Yo, check this out."
That's fucking amazing. So
Fucking one of a kind.
I feel like people got to know. Um, we're fans of Mortal Kombat. One of us more than the
Yes.
other. Um, one of us
Who? Which one?
one of us who may or may not have a scorpion statue
May
and
not.
a bunch of Mortal Kombat experience and all this other stuff and has been madly in love with the games and the original movies and all the fantastic media that Mortal Kombat and Ed Boon himself have provided throughout the amazing years that we've had with him. And I have my good knowledge. I can't, I'll bow down at the end of the day, but no, we definitely have a master among us. So I feel like,
It's you though. You though. I wouldn't be as like I wouldn't have become a fan if not for you.
hey, people can learn that lore. People can learn the lore of you coming over to my house when we were kids and me showing you Mortal Kombat and being like, here you go. Shoot, wasn't it?
And borrowing. Hmm?
Which game was it? Was it Armageddon?
It was versus DC because that was the only reason I
That's
was
what it was.
interested.
I thought it was DC, but I was like, no way it was DC.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so long ago. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That is insane.
Really
Dude, so
approaching 20 years now.
dude, we've known each other for years. Oh, dude, almost 10 years. Actually, I think it's been more than 10 years. Dude, almost 20 years. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, almost
Holy
20 years. Yeah.
shit. We're getting old, man. I'm not
Since
even gonna
at
lie to
least
you.
2000, 2007 or 8, I think is when we
Something
met.
like there. Somewhere around there. So childhood friends that grew up as nerds and everything, making it 10 times beautiful to actually get it on here and talk. Because we know how to somewhat talk to each other.
Somewhat talk. Yeah, but even with all the lagging on my end, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. only some people will laugh at you for it, if anybody, you know?
That's assuming anyone sees.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I got a quick question for you because I don't know if we've ever directly talked about it, and we might have. It's been a while, and I feel like it's a good leader up question to going into this topic. Before we start with the second one, a quick thought of what your thoughts and opinions on the first one were.
Um, so it was my initial viewing of it kind of colored my thoughts on it going forward until subsequent viewings because it was COVID era 21.
Yeah,
And it was during that time where a lot of studios, especially Warner Brothers, were putting out their movies on streaming simultaneously, like same day,
yeah,
um, like on HBO Max. So when the movie came out, we had this big like watch party at my house, and it was like a bunch of friends and family. Like uh, my brothers were there, and a few of my friends were there. My dad, like it was a whole thing,
yeah,
and it was like it was a lot of fun. Um, but even then, watching it, there was just a lot of stuff that really bugged me about it. And it was like, yeah, it's cool. It's a fun movie. I like it, but there's just a lot to it that irritates me.
yeah,
Like the Arcana thing, that really bugged me.
yeah,
Like a lot of people didn't like Cole Young, but for me, I was mostly indifferent on him. It was all the extra little details that didn't need to be there that
yeah.
really bugged me. And so every time I've watched it since, and I've watched it since it came out, once recently, like right before the second one, the new one,
Okay,
um, as a refresher. Uh, I've liked it significantly less every time. And I'm at the point now where I'm kind of like I'm honestly I'm okay thing ever again because it's like I don't have this like blind hate like a lot of fans do.
yeah,
But it's like it's kind of just uh it's just disinterest, it's
yeah,
indifference. Like it's just kind of boring, like Goro dies in some dude's front yard.
yeah.
You
No,
know what I mean?
the big one of the big bads of like the original Mortal Kombat being gone in the first movie and losing to this character who, as you said, a lot of
Yeah, he
fans
gets
just
bodied in his
absolutely hated.
front yard. And
Like it's, I think it's crazy, you know. But I feel like we're kind of on the same pathing. Like it's kind of like they had really cool stuff in the movie. Like the fight scenes were fantastic in my opinion. Like I
yeah,
thought they was super cool. They definitely did the right gore levels, everything like that. But like, dude, the
for
Arcana
me,
things was just like it was just killer. It just made no
yeah,
sense.
it was so dumb. And it was like it's so for me there were three highlights, right? And
Uh
it
huh.
was Scorpion.
Okay.
Like anytime he's on screen, the casting is Hiroyuki Sanada as Hanzo Hasashi is inspired. I love that casting. And then uh was cool as hell, intimidating. Was just like he was exactly what that like Bihan Sub Zero should be.
Okay.
A total asshole. Pardon my friend.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Um, and then Kano, because he was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then like you said, a lot of the fights were really good too. And I think that I thought that it was a really good cast. Like I really like Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, and I forget his name,
I'm
but
glad you know the
Kung
names.
Lao
I'm
and
so glad you know the names of the actors. I do not. I'm
yeah, I think
terrible with names.
it's Max somebody. Um, but like the cast is all good, I thought. Um, but they were utilized, and not just the actors, but like the characters were underutilized.
Yeah.
And like they never did like stage fatalities or anything like Jax fought Reiko on the pit, or Reiko in name only,
Yeah.
but Jax fought him on at the pit stage, pit fatality. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
You know
they
what I mean?
definitely focused more on atmosphere of the games instead of like fully committing, which I understand because like it's their kind of introduction to going into the series. This is one of the first video game movies that's live action that's actually, given a chance in years and like actually looking like it's going to hold
Yeah,
up. And so
and
they kind of did everything
yeah,
right in that aspect compared to like all the other video game movies we've had, going throughout the years and everything. But I do see where you're
yeah,
coming from on that of like they had so much stuff lined up for potential wise and they were just kind of missing it. Like it was just right there. Like take that one step further and we're there. Like
yeah.
we're
It
right
was
there.
always, yeah, it was always it. The To me, that first movie is just it's an exercise in missing opportunities, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I totally
Um,
agree.
where it's you're right. It's like they're on the precipice. Like they have the characters, and a lot of them are really really well represented, but they didn't commit.
Yeah.
And um so it's like the like another example I have. I'm sorry, I'm getting a pop up. There we go. Like another good example for me was like I mentioned the stages, right?
Yeah.
What adds to that um not going all the way of it is that there were so few of them. Like I said earlier, like the one time Goro shows up in the when Cole fights him, he fights him in his front yard. Like in a barn. And then, the majority of the movie is spent in this sand pit where they're training, and that's where Kung Lao dies in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like almost all of the fights are in some, just some boring brown or gray stage that's not from the games at all. And then when you do have stages from the games, they don't use them. And like the final fight, the Sub-Zero versus Scorpion fight is in a frozen MMA ring. like
And like I kind of
and
understand where
like
they're going.
yeah,
It's
it makes
cool.
sense for the character, and it looks cool. And like that last one doesn't really bother me as much as the other ones.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that there's so little stages from the games in the movie at all.
Yeah.
And that when they are, they're not really utilized except for set dressing. And a big part of that too is like I said earlier, it was a COVID. Most of it was produced during COVID.
Yeah.
And then even before that, that movie, like they went through, I don't even know how many rounds of reshoots and rewrites. Like that movie was in development hell for years
Yeah.
until, and the script was leaked online like 4 different times. Like it went through it trying, like it's a miracle that movie even exists. So I'll give it props for that.
Yeah.
Uh, but as a final product, it doesn't hold up for me. Like I would rather watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation than
Okay. Okay. That's
just.
to some people that's a tough pick. Now I understand.
I get that. Like Annihilation, I think is objectively a worse movie, and I don't think that there's any arguing that. But what it has going for it is that it's fun, which I don't. For me personally, I can't say for the 2021 Mortal Kombat, with very few exceptions.
Yeah.
Feels like Mortal Kombat, or what Mortal Kombat was in 1997 when Annihilation came out.
Yeah.
And I can't say the same thing for MK 2021.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it feels like something else. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. So I feel like we're we're kind of fair in where it's standing and how it's going and everything like that. And so, to me personally, going into Mortal Kombat 2, we obviously had all the trailers that were coming out. and seeing some of like the pretty things they were putting in front of our face. And I feel like it's like a good way for us to kind of start off, but the beginning of Mortal Kombat 2. Okay.
Yeah.
To me personally, whenever you're watching the trailers, and I'm gonna start this at the beginning, and I'll probably mention it as we go. But like, it's like all the trailers leading up to this movie made it seem like, hey, this is Johnny Cage's movie, like full focus, like Johnny Cage. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're bringing in other people we love and care about, but like Johnny Cage, like major part. Okay, and we start off not on Johnny Cage, which I'm
Yeah.
I'm not butthurt about. You know, we start off with Katana. Go ahead.
Before we continue, I was just um do we want to go ahead and start with spoilers, or do we want to give like spoiler free thoughts first, you think?
We can lead us with some spoiler free thoughts and where you're kind of wanting to go with that, and we'll
Okay. And
see.
then we can get into
The spoilers, yeah. I feel like that
okay.
makes a little bit of sense, so then people kind of know and
Yeah.
everything like
Not
that.
that I definitely don't have a big enough audience, I think, for it to matter. um but I just want to say off the top, like,
Okay.
you were talking about the trailers and stuff,
Yeah.
and the marketing and that. I watched that first trailer, and when I watched it, to me, it looked like it was gonna be just more of the and that kind of instantly I was like, okay, it's gonna be a theater for me."
Yeah, I
Um,
got you.
yeah, because it just looked like more of the first movie. We went over how I felt about that one. Um, and really, I didn't really keep up with it after that. I didn't really care all that much. I was just gonna wait until it was out.
Yeah.
And then it dropped, and I started seeing reviews and stuff, and it was like I was seeing people who do like avidly hate the first movie being like, "Yo, you should see this because this rules. Like
Yeah.
this is what the first one should have been." And I was like, "Okay, all right, I'll check it out." And then I did, and they were right.
So
So
you enjoyed this movie. Like I feel like we should get this out of the way. You enjoyed this movie. Like for those of you that are watching, I can agree that it's a good movie. Now, do we want to save it? Because I kind of want to say what I would like out of 10 what I'd put for it.
yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then we can get into the one.
Okay, cuz I think it's like it's like a 7.
Honestly, I think I agree,
Okay.
but for me, I was expecting much less.
So I was going to say a 6.5 realistically, but like I feel like it's so like a 7 to me is like okay. Like a 7 is like an okay score. Like like 6 is like yeah, it's like you're going to go see it, you know, whatever. 5 is getting like worse and worse, you know, obviously. But like a 7 to me is like, you know, it's go and enjoy it. Like you're going to go in and enjoy this movie. You're going to have fun with it. You're going to whether you're a fan or not, you're going to have a good time with it. If you're a fan, there's stuff you're going to enjoy. But like to me it was a good enough movie that I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'd probably go watch that again. And that's
Yeah,
why I kind of keep it like I would say like around a 7.
like yeah, like for like I went with two people who do not care about Mortal Kombat at all, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, and for me, it's like I want to watch it again. You know,
Yeah.
um, and so like for me, um, like a 5 is like that's middle of the road, fine. You know,
Yeah.
so like a 7 is like, yeah, pretty like it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. Like it's good. I can definitively say I liked it. Honestly, you could you could convince me to give it an 8. I'm gonna sit at 7 for right now, just because. it's like I kind of want to watch. One of the reasons I want to watch it again is just kind of formulate my thoughts because this was also kind of colored because it was, I was with my dad, like my biological dad, not the one you know,
Yep.
who I don't s- somebody who I have a brand new friend. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is not a place that I live. So and where I've always
Good
wanted
save,
to
good
go.
save.
Yeah. Um, somewhere I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Um, and it was my first time seeing a movie in IMAX.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So the experience is very much colored. There's rose tinted glasses there. So that's why I'm hesitating to give it any higher than a 7 for right now, just
Yeah.
because like I said earlier with the first movie, the experience of watching it kind of colored my idea of the movie until further rewatches.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for I can say that I did legitimately like it, and there's some stuff that I objectively think is really really good that we can get into just as a Mortal Kombat movie,
Yeah.
specifically as a Mortal Kombat. And
Yeah,
there's
like
also some that I don't really like specifically as a Mortal Kombat movie,
yeah.
but it shows a lot of really clear improvement over the first one in my opinion.
Yeah. So I feel like we can both agree, and this is just to get it out there. It's a movie you guys should go watch. Let's go ahead and say that right here, right now,
Yeah.
because we're about to get to the juicy stuff. Like we're gonna start talking about it. We're gonna start getting into it. This is where this is like your hey, stuff's about to get spoiled. We're about to actually start talking about more detailed stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to go watch it, we recommend you do. It's a fun time. I would definitely not say it's like the greatest movie in the world. It's just nice. It's something leading into possibly even more that'll hopefully keep improving.
Yeah.
And so that's just we wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah. No, I'm curious to see what's next, and I could not have said that about them. So,
No, 100%, 100%. So I think the thing that kind of surprised me was actually like the very beginning of this movie.
mhm,
And the reason is because I was not expecting them to show it. I was expecting them to talk about it.
right.
Because like I said, they're making it seem like Johnny Cage's movie. Like
Mhm,
full-fledged, like that's who they're committing to, like like he's going to be number 1. And it starts off with Katana on I know you know what world it is.
Edenia.
Adini. I always forget it. I know what it is, and I just always forget it. But it starts off with her as a
Yeah.
kid, her childhood. And for those of you that don't know, this is like the moment for Katana. This is her dad dying fighting Shao Kahn. And I might be mistaken, but this is usually just like said, like this is just talked about. And like there's like maybe like a few scenes, but like this is never really like fully like put in the spotlight.
No. So
And
it's never been front and center in any of the games. And the thing about Mortal Kombat is that you have to understand, especially when it comes to lore, is that so the original games up until 9 in 2011,
yep.
all of that lore was told through, arcade endings and
Mm-hmm.
character bios
Mm-hmm.
and backstory stuff that half the time wasn't even in the game. It was on websites or it was in a game manual for the older games.
For people that don't know, that was like the little thing,
Yeah.
the little book
It's
thing that was in games.
yeah, that you could read in
And it
in
was
the
the
car on the
coolest
way
shit
home
ever. It was
after
the
buying a
it
game.
was so
That is
good.
that is I will never forgive the industry for taking those away
Dude,
from us.
saddest thing
I
ever.
will
Like, bro, I
never
don't know why
forgive it.
I have like a whole box of like a couple of those still. I swear to you. I just kept them because I was like, this is cool.
They are cool. They're so cool, and I
And
miss them.
I don't know why people got rid of them, but they were cool. And that's
Yeah,
it was just more information for you in general. Like it was
yeah,
just more information in general that you were getting from it of like stuff you might not even care about, dude. It might just be like a hey, here's an interesting fact. Like let me just throw
yeah.
this out here for you.
Like, before I had a phone, when I went to the bathroom, that's what I was taking with
Dude, on yeah, like that's what I'm saying. You're going through, you
I
got your
was
favorite game, and you're just like, hell yeah.
yeah, I was gonna grab a video game manual. That's what I was gonna read on Twitter.
See, and like that's the cool part. But like that's what I mean with this intro is because like it wasn't like the craziest thing in the world. Like to me as a fan, and for those that knew this, like you knew it was gonna happen. You knew what was happening. It's just it was
Yeah,
so nice to see like this is like let us just put this out here. And I think it's cool because the fight is sick. It starts off
yeah,
good.
yeah, and that's the cool thing about this movie is that nobody gets jobbed out. Like,
No.
everybody gets a good show. Even the people who lose fights, like Jared in this fight. He put up a fight. Like, he
Yeah.
was giving it to Shao Kahn, but Shao Kahn still won out. Like, it didn't know it Oh, sorry. The movie never no sold it. Like, it
Yeah.
never sold anybody short. Everybody got to get their stuff off. And that's something I really appreciate about this that you certainly cannot say for the first one.
Yeah, no, like it felt like they were just doing it, especially like justice, like and how they were doing it, like at like they're easing you into it of being like, hey, this is what you need to be prepared for this movie. Like be ready. Like this is what's gonna go on. And it was kind of at this moment where I fully was starting to see that Katana was gonna be a bigger picture in this movie than what was led to believe.
Which got
To
me very
me.
excited.
To me. Yeah, like I'm not saying like it is a bad thing at all. But from like all the trailers and his media, Carl Urban, he's coming out here. Johnny Cage is coming to cook. I almost said Luke Cage. I'm not even gonna lie. But like he's coming out here as Johnny Cage, like and like it was just everywhere. Like it was just the spotlight of the show. And I was super excited to see that. And you know, I was going in pumped to see that part. And then you that's not what you see. That's not what you see at first. You see a totally different thing. And
Right.
it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint at all.
The slightest. Now, I will go ahead and say that this scene really set up my two biggest highlights for this movie are Shao Kahn and Katana.
Mm.
They are the biggest highlights for me, and it's from literally from the very first scene of the movie. So I was already having a good time, and it's and another thing, like the first movie did the same thing because the first movie starts with Sub Zero killing
Sure, right? You?
Scorpion family, the Shira Ryu,
Yeah.
and that scene is awesome. Like I said
Oh yeah.
earlier, the best things, two of the three good things about that first movie are Scorpion and Sub Zero. The problem is, you don't see Scorpion again until you barely see Sub Zero, and when he does show up, I mean, he's cool when he shows up, but not he only shows up like what 3 times?
If even that.
Yeah. Whereas Kitana and Shao Kahn are present through the whole movie, the
Yeah.
whole thing. They're there.
S- So there's stuff we're gonna talk about that'll lead into it. But Shao Kahn kind of disappointed me.
Really?
And it's not the betrayal of, like or like the betrayal of like how they like did him. Like he
Mhm.
looked good. The actor
Yeah.
did really good. Like he looked
Yeah.
phenomenal and all
I
that
loved
stuff.
his voice too.
He was just built different. Like he was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if we want to go ahead and jump ahead of the story. If we want to just kind of bounce around. I'm
Yeah. Honestly, just let it go where it goes, honestly.
so the thing about Shao Kahn to me, and I feel like it's good to see him with Jericho. Jericho is his name, right? Jericho, King
Yeah.
Jericho.
Jared.
Jared, that's what it is. Oh, I see. the thing about it is, I kind of respect him putting up a fight because it's like king and emperor, you know. Like I feel like realistically, he should be putting up a fight, you know. But then as the movie progresses, Shao Kahn gets into a bunch of fights, like three or four, something like that.
Yeah,
After like he gets into like a good amount more. Like you said,
yeah, he fights a lot.
he's constantly in the movie. He's constantly a threat. But to me, he doesn't even seem like he himself is the threat. It does not seem like Shao Kahn is the threat in this movie. It seems like Shao Kahn having Shinnok's amulet is the threat.
I get that. I get that.
So like so to those of you, now I'm sorry that we're going to be jumping around, and it'll make sense. It'll make sense. We promise.
Yeah, we'll fill in gaps as we go.
It's about them getting Shinnok's amulet, which we saw in the first movie. Kano stole it, all
Yeah,
that. They get the amulet, and it makes Shao Kahn powerful and immortal.
which I completely forgot about, by the way. The amulet. I totally forgot that that was even a thing in the first movie.
Dude, I did too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I forgot that was like a tease or whatever. I'm right there with you. But so he ends up getting it, and he ends up getting the power, and we'll like he gets it, and it makes him stronger and immortal.
Does it make him stronger? Or does it just make him? Because I didn't get the
It
stronger
might just be immortal. I think it might just be immortal. You might be right on that one.
because
If
it
I'm
just
wrong,
like
I apologize.
he like regenerates wounds and stuff.
So that makes it even worse for me because so he gets into all these fights, and I will say this, and it's really seen in his first fight, and he fights Cole.
Hmm.
When he gets into that fight, and Cole's doing his thing, it kind of seems like Shao Kahn is like, okay, do it, like you do your best move to me, like do what you want to do, and that's when Cole lands this move that seems like it's going to kill Shao Kahn. Then the amulet takes effect, and then it's like, no, like that wasn't shit. And Shao Kahn, like we said, spoilers. That's when he kills. Like that's when he kills Cole.
Bro, I think it's so dirty.
Literally instantly. Like there's no hesitate. Like he grabs his ass, dead. like, like. But the thing is, that's kind of how it seems with every fight with Shao Kahn. It seems like if he would have not had that amulet, he would have been losing almost every single fight.
So I have some stuff to say about that. If
Go
you're
ahead. Go ahead.
done. So so that's actually a highlight for me. Um,
Really?
yes, because and it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. So like C- Cole Young, main guy of the right, beat Goro, beat Sub Zero with Scorpion's help. Main dude. He's the guy in the first movie, right?
Yeah.
And then in this one, he loses, he gets killed. But the only reason he lost is because Shao Kahn had that amulet. So for
Yeah.
me, it was like it was basically essentially their way of having their too. So like you get to establish Shao Kahn as a threat while still putting Cole over as a competent. Like he still like he gets to show why he was the main character of the movie, right? And then um the only other fight that Shao Kahn gets into where he could have feasibly lost, other than the
Last
final
one.
fight,
Yeah.
um, would have been against Liu Kang,
Which makes sense.
which makes sense because canonically Liu Kang has beaten Shao Kahn like 4 times,
Yeah.
and this whole movie, the second one, they're talking Liu Kang up like he's like this is the guy, like he is the best fighter we have. He cannot lose a fight the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then he fights Shao Kahn, and he shows that, you know, like if Shao Kahn didn't have the amulet, Liu Kang would have won,
Yeah.
like he does in canon. just like everybody was saying that he would. And it wasn't like an easy fight. Like Shao Kahn was still putting in the work, but Liu Kang would have come out on top.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't is because he couldn't.
Yeah.
And then he turns into a fire fairy, whatever that was about.
So yeah, I was gonna mention that later. Because like so Liu Kang and Shao Kahn fight twice, technically.
They're both really badass fights.
Yeah,
Every
dude, they,
time
they
Liu
really
Kang
are.
fights in the movie, like that was one of my biggest disappointments with the is how little Liu Kang does.
No, 100%.
He was so that him versus Kung Lao,
Oh, that's so
go
sick. Because like
cool.
in the games, especially early games, Liu Kang is the guy. Liu Kang is
Yeah.
the main character. Like he is literally
He's
the main character.
not
Like,
until until he gets bodied by Shang Tsung and Quan Chi.
dude, we're
And
gonna
then,
get to that. We're gonna get to that part too. We're gonna talk about those two,
yeah,
and especially one specifically because that also made me upset. But so Liu Kang in this movie is fire. First fight against Shao Kahn, he's putting in the work. It's just Shao Kahn has the amulet, beats him. To me though, there's a part like they're fighting and he does something, and the way they frame it and just how it goes, it seems like Liu Kang gets knocked out, but he kind of just disappears because
you're talking about
Sonya and Jax show up,
yeah.
and Liu Kang is just kind of non-existent anymore once they show up.
I
And
think well, you can see him on the floor in the background.
I might have just missed it. It seemed like it was interpreted like, hey, he got his ass knocked out, but it felt like he just kind of like just like fully disappeared. And maybe that was just me missing something, but like Sonya and Jack show up to fight Shao Kahn, and like Liu Kang is just non-existent. But on the second fight, like you said, Liu Kang's fighting Shao Kahn, and this time it does not go too well for my boy Liu Kang. But it doesn't seem like he died, but it also
Yeah,
did.
like he gets impaled by the end of the hammer, which Shao Kahn does that 3 different times, I think, in this movie
Yeah,
because
I
that's
think
how he
so.
killed Jared. That's how he kills somebody else too.
We'll get to there. Yeah, I'm down to skip that for now.
Yeah, and then he kills Liu Kang,
But
but
like, he gets impaled, and then he's like, I know my destiny. It was to save
yeah,
Kung Lao. And then he just like vanishes into like fairy dust or whatever.
yeah. I that's one thing where I was like, I don't think we promo and then flying off into ether. I don't. We
I
didn't need that.
well, because like it doesn't seem like we like I don't know. It was a weird one. Like I
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was
Shao Kahn is definitely cool. It just felt a little like bit reliable on the Shinnok amulet.
yeah. I get that.
Like
I do think it was because like we got to see Shao Kahn fighting Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and Jax at the same time.
I forgot that Johnny was there too. I honestly
Yeah,
forgot that Johnny Cage
Johnny
was
was
there.
there.
And
I don't. He didn't do much, but he was there.
I feel like you saying that is like the best little like dude, we got to talk about it. We've kind of skipped it. The big old JC. Carl Urban coming in as Johnny Cage. I thought he was okay.
I thought he was a lot better than I expected him.
No, 100%. I 100% agree. I think Carl Urban Carl yeah, I said it right. I was like, hang on.
Yeah, probably.
Him coming in as Johnny Cage was a good choice in an actor, and like they did it well. I did not like
Considering
Johnny
they're
Cage.
doing like okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
I didn't
you
mean
can
to
go. I'll stop right. I did not like Johnny Cage. Like,
like just the way that they used him or
I think so. The thing for me was, I think they had it to where I've heard a lot of people complain about it. I kind of liked it to where it was like you have this old, like not old. I wouldn't say like Johnny Cage in this movie is like super old, but older
yeah,
retired actor. All this stuff. I like
kind of
that.
down on
Like
his luck.
I'm fine with that, dude.
Yeah,
But
me
like,
too.
dude, he shows up He's not cocky, which is like a big thing about Johnny Cage. He's it sounds bad for him, but he's not really like a player. Like he's not really flirtatious and like
Yeah.
especially when it comes to Sonya, which fans like of the games know like that's his girl. Like he's got all these other girls he'll make little witty jokes to. But like Sonya's
Yeah.
like the one that he's like, hey girl, like hey blondie, like saying different stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the main kind of picture of Johnny Cage was kind of not there.
Yeah.
Like, especially because there's a point in the movie, and it's when he's going to fight Baraka. He's
Yeah.
literally like, I'm an actor. I have stuntmen that do this work for me. And I'm pretty sure in the games, he literally goes, I don't use stuntmen. I do all
Yeah.
this myself.
Yeah. So for me, it was like this isn't like first off, I'm gonna agree with everything that you're saying. Um, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Shao Kahn and say is something that I liked about it
Oh, okay.
because for me, I like the idea of taking a character and being like making it clear that the version that we know is
Yeah.
who he used to be. Like he and you see it like at the end of the movie, the very end. He gets that cockiness back where he's like where he's telling the story and the making out like Raiden was like
Yeah.
giving him all the pep talks or he was giving Raiden the pep talk rather. Um but it's like this is who he used to be, but he's not there anymore and so he's trying to climb back out of that hole and get back to the man he once was.
Yeah.
So it's like the stuntman oh sorry, the stuntman line was like I have stuntmen for this now because I don't think I can do this anymore. And then he proves himself wrong um in that fight with Baraka, right? So it's like and I think that Carl Urban really nailed that aspect of the this version of that character.
Yeah.
Um because like everything that you're talking about that we know about Johnny, it all stems from this uh endless uh endless fountain of confidence that Johnny Cage has. And this Johnny Cage doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
That well has run dry. So, I mean, and that's why you don't have him being cocky. That's why you don't have him being flirtatious. Also, the fact that he's probably old enough to be Sonya's dad in this, which
Yeah. At least like looks wise. No
yeah.
offense to my boy Carl Urban or anything, but like
Well, Carl Urban's like 55, I think.
I don't know how old the actress is for Sonya. I don't
Yeah,
know how old she is.
I can't imagine I can't imagine she's older than I don't think that she's 40 yet. So I'd
Uh,
say she's at least 15 years younger than him.
I'm peeking real quick. You can keep talking.
I think. But like so and you know that's obviously like that if you were to criticize them writing it that way, that is a valid criticism. If that just doesn't work. But personally, it worked for me. And I was very pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed
40.
she is.
And
Okay.
Carl Urban is 53. So a third. So I mean,
13 years, yeah. So it's like it's not that crazy.
and especially
Um,
depending on how they portray it in the movie, we don't know
yeah.
age of like how old they are or anything like that.
But like that was never a thing until the original 1995 movie. That movie introduced the whole Johnny Sonya thing. And of course they ran with it since then,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, it's not something written in the ancient texts or anything.
Yeah,
Neither
exactly.
neither is Kano being Australian. That also came from the 95.
That's actually interesting. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Kano was not he was Japanese American in the first 2 games.
Oh, damn.
Or he wasn't even in the second game. He in the first game, it is American born and raised in Japan.
Oh, cool. The more you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's like something though that like made me not hate it as much is because these things that bothered me because I'm thinking of the games. Being like a Mortal Kombat fan from the games, I'm thinking I want the games. But then I think about it and I'm like, this is its own thing, and it's realistically more of like a part of the multiverse of Mortal Kombat. Just like how
That
MK1 is different compared to like all the other Mortal Kombat's we've seen, it's basically just kind of doing its own thing with these characters we love and know. And so that's kind of how I was taking it.
yeah, that's how I take most things if they're adaptations, you know? Because like, I don't like, I'm more looking for something to be faithful as opposed to accurate, if that makes sense. Like, I think that this movie was faithful to Mortal Kombat, whereas I don't think that the first one was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's like for me, like I could nitpick little lore stuff in this movie all day long. Like for example, um, well, we'll come back to that. It's a thing at the although like at the beginning, Kitana didn't know that Kitana grew up thinking that Shao Kahn was her father,
yeah.
canonically. So she didn't know about King Jared. She didn't watch Shao Kahn kill her father. Or at least if she did, she didn't remember it until way later. Cuz like depending on which version of it you're talking about, because that's the thing with Mortal Kombat is there are different tellings of the history in different
Like four or
mediums.
five games, and then
Yeah.
like online, all this
Um,
different stuff.
but typically Kitana thinks that Shao Kahn is her father.
Yeah,
Does not know about Jared, whether because she wasn't there, like she was a baby, or because Shao Kahn like brainwashed her. One of the two. Whereas in this, she knows the whole time that, and she's just does what he tells her because you know. So it's like,
because you can,
yeah.
like yeah. No, I get
Um,
that.
but like, it didn't really bother me because it worked for the movie. You know what
Yeah,
I
no,
mean?
like story wise for this movie, like they cinematized it, like making it to
Yeah.
where it makes sense for a movie and how fans are gonna enjoy it, or like how
And it's
like movie critics
simplified
are gonna do
enough.
it.
Yeah, it's simplified enough to fit into a 2 hour.
Yeah, I feel like they set up the story for this one fairly well. There's like a few plot points that I'm just like, eh. Um, I feel like we're kind of on the train of characters. They've they've had these characters come out because we've talked about Shao Kahn, Katana, and Johnny Cage. I think
And Liu
we're
Kang.
and Liu Kang. Those are four.
Uh,
I was
We
mainly
didn't talk
thinking
about
like the three new characters, and I
yeah,
think we're
they're like
missing three more
and
or
really, I'd say
four
they're
more.
like the main characters
Yeah, those are our
are
three main characters,
yeah. Although Liu Kang did get a lot more push this time around,
dude.
which
Yeah,
I
like
was
1,000%, and it's so pretty.
it was. Liu Kang's one of my favorite characters,
Oh,
like
hundred
top 3.
percent, 100%.
I love Anyway,
I only drag us back a little bit because I feel like it's gonna be important for us to talk about it, and I feel like we're gonna kind of go a little bit further. But I feel like
yeah.
we're missing four characters: Sindel,
Mhm.
Jade.
Mhm.
We've mentioned Baraka a little bit,
Yeah.
and Noob Saibot. I might be miss. No, I think that's it.
Quan Chi.
Quan Chi. Quan Chi was there. I forgot about him. That's. I feel like since we already have these five characters, I feel like we simple run through this just to continue on in terms of like I know there's other stuff we really want to get into, and I feel like we should start our worst to best out of these five because we've already hyped up the other three and like kind of
Okay.
discussed them.
Okay.
And I feel like we kind of, and it's personal thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of shoot it out there. I think the worst character out of the new ones they introduced was
Yeah,
Quan
hold
Chi.
on. Do you want to do like your worst, then my worst,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Lin
yeah. I feel like that's
Okay.
nice. I think it was Quan Chi. I think Quan Chi in this movie and how they introduce and show him off in this movie is not good because we don't really see the craziest amount of him. He doesn't do anything other than he resurrects Kano. Um, he does
Was
the
that
thing.
really funny eyeball bit though?
It was pretty funny. Like we can say it too.
Although I have an issue with that too, but we'll get into that later.
So here's the thing. So we can go ahead. I feel like this, like the whole Kano thing. He brings that Kano, top tier character. We already said it. Kano is bothered by Quan Chi having Shinnok's amulet and is like bothering him. Quan Chi literally gives him his eye back. So the thing
Yeah.
that Kano is like super well known for, which is like the whole eye, is gone. Like it's
Yeah.
gone. Like
Like he literally gets his eye stabbed out in the first movie with a garden. So it's like perfectly set up to give him a robot eye, and then you just
it's
give
gone.
him a ring
It's a
fucking eye.
regular eye that can shoot lasers. And it's
It's
like, dude, this is like
like
the
what this is the kind of shit they do in the first movie. Like, what are we doing?
yeah, and like the thing is,
Like,
I
you're
feel like
right
it's
there.
that's what makes it worse for me is because Quan Chi is the one that does it. Quan Chi should have been like, okay, you want me to fix you? Like I'm gonna make this painful.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make it's not gonna be a simple here you go, pal. Like here you
It
go,
should have
buddy.
been like,
Like
and sure, he like rolled it across the floor. And that was funny, but like
it's it's
yeah.
it's nothing like Quan Chi, and that's my biggest
That was
issue.
that was more of a highlight for Kano than it was for Quan Chi.
Yeah, and like he doesn't really do anything
Yeah.
and like show up that I can like honestly remember until the very end where they're like, "Hey, look what we got," and they're dragging him in, and it makes it seem like he's the weakest dude. Actually, okay, I forgot, and I thought it was a cool little reference. I've totally forgot about this, and that's how little it was. They do a Deadly Alliance scene.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah, they do.
a Deadly Alliance scene of Shang Tsung and Quan Chi teaming up, going into Raiden's Tower,
Yeah.
and it's a cool little reference. They don't even make it good enough to make it like that
They
memorable,
don't
and that's
like
the saddest part.
yeah. So my worst so wait, hold on, real quick. It's Quan Chi, Baraka, Jade,
Sindel,
Sindel,
noob.
New. Okay. Um, my bottom is also Quan Chi.
Okay,
I don't think I'm quite as low on him as you because for me, Quan Chi is a slimy little worm, and that's exactly what he was in this movie.
100%.
And also, I like the fact that they use him as a necromancer because
That's what he is.
canonically, that's his whole thing. Like
Yeah,
Shang Tsung can't resurrect people, Shao Kahn can't resurrect people. That's Quan Chi's thing,
yeah,
right? And I like the guy. I like the guy playing him. I thought
it
that
wasn't too bad.
the actor did a really good job. But you're right. Like beyond that, he didn't really do anything. He and like I'm not really offended by that per se. Um, but it's like I think for me, it's mostly he's at the bottom mostly because I just liked everyone else better. Um, although I do agree with pretty much everything that you said. Like he didn't get the bump that I think everybody else did.
Yeah,
Which I'm not upset about that because I don't really like Quan Chi all that much anyway. So
I I enjoy Quan Chi, especially from a Deadly Alliance perspective, you
yeah,
know, and then going into Deception, like he just like going into Deception, you're seeing same thing, the Deadly Alliance going against Raiden, and like you're just seeing these two powerful forces, which I I know he's not a part of the five, but Shang Tsung didn't really do anything this movie either. You know,
yeah, Shang Tsung did even less than Quan Chi did.
to be 100% fair with Quan Chi, but like I've just always enjoyed what Quan Chi can do ability wise, and being able to see it on the screen would have just been fantastic. Like him shooting the skull, like just the amount of stuff he could have
Yeah,
done. I think it
Yeah.
would have been beautiful. I think it would have been beautiful to see, and we just did not get that. Like Quan Chi doesn't get into a fight. He doesn't. He just really doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Now,
And
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna agree. Like he played that slimy little worm role, and not a whole lot. So
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go to you. I say you do the next one, so you can go
okay,
to four, and then I'll go to four.
okay. Um,
I feel like I know my answer. Three and four, I feel like can kind of rotate, but I feel like it's fair to let you go now.
so I had an answer, and then I remembered the character existed. And that's kind of why they end up being here, and that's just because I kind of forgot that they were even there. Um, and that's gonna be Sindel.
Yeah.
Because uh I really like Sindel in canon, the original canon, not what they did with her, and that sucked. Um, but like this idea of this Edenian queen who is forced to be the wife of this, sadistic, malevolent ruler who murdered her husband.
Yeah.
Um, commit like in the original canon, she committed suicide to escape Shao Kahn
Yeah.
and left Kitana with him.
Yeah.
And it's like that's kind of like this kind of moral back and forth that she has with Kitana once she's been resurrected in some of the older lore. Um, and the thing about this movie is like at the beginning we see her be this, this queen of Edenia who is willing to stand up and fight this oppressive emperor who's coming in, murdering her husband, trying to take over her realm, and she's forced to stand down as to protect her daughter and her people. And then so like I'm seeing that and I'm like, are we gonna get to see like are we gonna see her kill herself? You know? Are we gonna
Mm,
like is Shao Kahn gonna resurrect her in this? No. She's already dead. We flash forward, she is dead and has already been resurrected as a revenant. Like she's by the time we see her and the tournament starts and she's fighting Sonya, she is dead. She's a revenant. So she's already died. We don't know how. We don't know if she killed herself or if Shao
yeah.
Kahn killed her or whatever. We just know that she's dead and now she's a slave. Um, and then she fights Sonya, which is a cool fight, but she only does one move. She doesn't use her hair at all that I can remember.
Only the scream. No, only the scream.
She only does the scream.
Which don't get me
And like
wrong,
the way
like
that
that's like iconic of her. Yeah, I
it is,
agree.
like it's her thing, but it's not her only thing.
Yeah.
Um, and it was cool the way that they did it. I liked the effect, but like it wasn't cool that that was it, you know? So like and then Sonya kills her, which like, for the movie it's fine, but canonically Sonya should not be able to sit
No,
down.
no, like that was like my biggest thing, especially because like I know it's not like I don't think it's fully lore accurate, but just thinking of Mortal Kombat 9
Yeah, exactly.
specifically, like dude, Mortal Kombat 9 where she comes back, like Sindel comes back, everybody's dead. Like there's only like
Yeah,
three people left alive. I think
yeah.
technically
And Sonya was
five
one of them.
or four, five or four, whatever it was. And like, dude, it's just insane that Sonya wipes her fairly easy too.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like it wasn't a long fight. She didn't again, she didn't do anything. And so one thing I did like though, kind of, and honestly, this is kind of a prop to Quan Chi, is that later you see her um after her fight with Sonya and Sonya beats her, you see her again next to Shao Kahn's throne, and she's sitting there. Um, and Shao Kahn mentions that Quan Chi resurrected her again, but she's got like this kind of gimp mask thing almost
Yeah.
that's like holding her head together because she got the way that she died on those spikes.
Yeah.
That was the first time in the movie where I was like, "Damn," because that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, like Jericho dying. pretty crazy, but it was like a stab to the gut. I
Yeah, it
agree.
was.
Like him or
Yeah,
her dying because I think that's the first
her,
round that we see, right?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
Sonya and Sindel fighting? That's the first round of the tournament is Sindel versus Sonya.
yeah,
And I don't know. I'm kind of right there with you. Like even at the beginning, whenever she's regular Sindel, I didn't really care for her. Like her, I feel like she should have put up a fight and everything. Like
yeah,
she was the one. Like she does kind of like
yeah.
she kills like three people and then
Well,
she,
and that was the thing. Like, and then she stood down because I will kill everyone here unless you step back. And she's
yeah,
like,
fine.
reluctantly, yeah.
I,
Which I appreciate that personally.
it's definitely good ruler.
It's in character.
Yeah. Like I don't know. She just wasn't what I was hoping she would be. And like Sindel's not like one of my favorite people. Like if I'm going through Mortal Kombat list, she's not up there for me.
Yeah, I mean, she's not going to be a top 10, but I do
Oh, not
really
at
like.
all.
Yeah,
She definitely has an interesting story and where like it's definitely nice to see, especially with Katana, and especially
yeah,
since this is a Katana movie. In my eyes,
yeah, yeah,
I I
exactly.
I
That's kind of.
I
And then they put salt in the wound by not having her again at the end, and we'll get
no,
more when we get to Katana. But
yeah, like it was just eh. Um, so I feel like we can agree she is definitely next. Now
yeah,
I feel like this is the part where it becomes kind of tricky for
okay,
me at least because I'm kind of tossed up between two, and I
yeah.
feel like in terms of the movie, I have my
My
deciding
next,
factor,
yeah,
and
and then it's in terms of the character himself, where you're like,
yeah, I think the third worst out of the five that we haven't talked about
yeah,
is Noob Saibot. I
yep,
I think Noob Saibot is like up there for me, and like I love him, like being that like he's cool, he's
yeah.
interesting, all this
Second,
other
third,
stuff,
he's one of like top 5 favorite characters from the franchise for me.
and like he is so interesting and cool. I did not like him in this movie. One, he doesn't show up until like the very end, and is just in this little fight section, and how they do him. And if I was talking about this whenever I was discussing the movie, just like after went and watched it with my wife, and we were talking about it. And I'm pretty sure it's Deception or Armageddon where he had a partner, and the partner was the Shadow, and it
It
had
was
extra health. I
so
know
in
one of them was
Deception,
Smoke, but
yeah,
in another one, it's the Shadow. I thought.
mm, no, because in Deception, it's Noob, Smoke are one character, and
Yeah,
they're like the sub boss before you get to the final boss in the
yeah.
arcade ladder. But in Armageddon, he's just Noob. That's it.
See, I thought I remembered there being maybe it was just a weird design for Smoke, and I'm just thinking of it. But in the movie, they make it to where his shadow, like the iconic shadow that he
Mhm.
usually just like throwing out there and doing like a quick action, is basically like its own entity.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well,
its
that's kinda
own
how they did him in MK11 and MK1. I think that's where they're getting that from.
real. I don't remember that. If I remember
Yeah.
correct, like I just remember it being like quick stuff, like him grabbing and like this dude was on the other side of the map fighting and like saying his own stuff. Like he was like thinking his own thoughts. Is how it felt. He had like his own pocket and stuff, and it, it just felt weird to me. Like it felt awkward, like having them that much separated instead of being like a one man threat working as two. I don't know. Like I feel like it would have been like uh felt more smooth if like Noob would have used his shadow alongside him and fight Scorpion, and it's like Scorpion having to basically fight
Yeah.
uh
Well,
this.
there was a lot of that, though, when he was fighting Scorpion, where he was fighting both Noob and his shadow.
Yeah, like it did pop in a little bit. I just felt like it should have been more personally. I feel like they separated them a little too much, just to my personal taste. And also, it felt like Noob Saibot was Bihan, not Noob Saibot. And I feel like there's a difference.
So I have something to say on that specifically. If whenever you're done with your thoughts.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so I'll just use that as a segue. Bihan is also, or Noob Saibot is also my number. But to speak to what you're saying, so um, I agree with that, but specifically because in the movie they never call him Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
Like even in the credits, like in the song, the end song, Bihan, and that's annoying. But not because it makes them feel like just because they don't call him Noob Saibot, because in lore, like Noob Saibot is Bihan. Like he is like
Yeah.
that is who Bihan has always been. Bihan's an asshole. Has always been an asshole. And Noob Saibot is a name that he chose because this is who he really is. And like this is him with total freedom to be the asshole that he's always been. That's how and he talks about that in like 95% of his intros and um, which also the fact that they literally just plucked MK11 Noob out of the game and put him in the movie, like that's
Yeah.
his design 1-to-1. I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
because I love MK11 Noob.
He did
Uh,
look fire. He
he
did look
looks cool.
really nice. I will say that his fit was peak.
So my this is another one of those cases where the only because I like the two above him more. Um,
Yeah.
and part of that is because I wish there was more of him. I wish he didn't. I
Yeah.
wish he didn't show up at the end. I wish there was more. Just like I wish there was more Scorpion. Like this is the second time Scorpion has been relegated to the very end. Like in the first movie, he's there at the beginning and he's there at the very end. In this movie, he's not even there at the beginning.
So at the
He
end.
shows up. He shows up in hell because Noob Saibot is there, and he has unfinished business.
So
So it's like with Noob, um, like I like everything he does. I like that he pops in and steals the amulet from the heroes to keep it away from them so they can't destroy it. Um, I love everything he does in his fight with Johnny and Kano and Scorpion. I like I like how the Shadow is able to go do his own thing while Noob was fighting Scorpion. I like all of that. I don't like how he just kind of disappears after the amulet is like he just falls off the thing and you don't see him again. Like
yeah.
you don't even see him really fall. Like he just falls off and
It's,
the camera doesn't follow him or anything. He just falls and he's gone.
it's literally
That's
just
it.
like that's it. Like
Yeah. So I don't
dang.
it does make me think he's coming back in the third
Oh,
one.
100%.
And I hope that he does, and I hope that they bring Kuai Liang in. That was another weird thing about this movie, that there's no Sub-Zero in this movie at all.
Yeah.
Because Kuai
100%.
Liang's that's weird. Um but yeah, I thought Noob was cool. And I really liked being able to see uh sorry, my brain just
All right. I really like to see the war flashbacks coming through your brain real fast.
my eye starts bleeding. No, I really liked like some of the stuff that they had him do in that fight with Scorpion was so cool. It's like they're just taking like, oh, this character can do this. What is the coolest thing we can do? We can make him do in this scenario, like given this skill set, and that was a lot of what I really liked about the Liu Kang Kung Lao fight, and we can get into that more. But
I
yeah,
want to
no,
I want to say this real fast while we're on it. About Noob. I forgot about this.
Mhm.
and it bothered me. Maskless noob, when noob was like Bihan, but noob. You remember that? It's like Bihan, but he's gray.
Uh,
They do like a short.
what
It's very quick. It's very quick.
was
And
that at the like, at the
oh
end
no,
before he died?
it's before he gets like to show one and fight. It's like Quan Chi goes to resurrect him, and it shows him for like a split second, and it's him without his mask, and it's literally just like they put gray face paint on Bihan, which is basic. Like they did like a Revenant version, you know, like how they
Yeah.
did Kung Lao. It just it didn't sit right with me because like
I
Scorpion
only
kind of works without the like him having his mask on and stuff because they're showing him as Scorpion, like kind of like I think it's 11 whenever it's showing him more as like a human instead of like he's taking off his mask and it's the skull.
yeah,
Like
it's X analog.
they're not doing as much of that. They're doing more of like it being what's his name? I'm I'm like instead of it being
Um,
Hanzo, yeah, it being Hanzo instead of just Scorpion.
yeah,
Like I know there's probably like a different term of putting it like probably like a fully dead and like you know what I mean, but I think it makes sense. It
yeah,
it works for him. It just doesn't sit well. It just didn't sit well with me. Like him taking like his mask off. It was just like a small nitpick for
yeah.
me
I don't
personally.
remember that. The only time I remember him not having a mask is right before he gets resurrected, and he's just like burnt and charred, laying there on the thing.
There's like a part they're in the nether realm and he's like up on like the
Mhm.
cliff and he's just kind of standing there with his
Yeah,
mask off and it zooms in on his face. I don't know. It just felt awkward. But I think you're leading us to number two.
I don't remember that, but yeah. Um, okay, so my number two is my number two is Baraka
Yeah, I feel like it's fair.
because like he's so fun,
Dude, it
and
doesn't. I'll let you go. I'll let you.
so I Baraka was I okay. So I'll start off and I'll say that I really like the fact that he wasn't a total CGI character.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, and you could tell, like, he was a costume, like, it was prosthetics that were enhanced by CGI.
Yeah,
Like, you could tell, like, when he talked, that was the actor's facial
dude. Yeah.
movements and
Hey,
just digitally erased
big
his real.
credit to that actor because you know he was like emphasizing stuff for his mouth to be moving. Like he was definitely going like, "Yeah, guys," like doing more of that so it could be going and like,
Yeah,
dude, huge credit to him.
props, yeah, huge props. And he was so much fun.
Yeah,
Um, I was really not expecting the whole Baraka Johnny Cage bromance thing. Loved that. I thought that was
yeah,
um I thought it was so funny too. And like the way that Johnny rage baited him
yeah.
into fighting, that was it was great. I love the way that they did also like the way that they did his like the projectile thing. How
I
it
like
was
shooting
like
his blades.
yeah, like, but it was like he was chipping off pieces of his blades
Yeah,
with his other blade. I thought that was sick.
yeah.
Um, I do wish we got to see a little more of him fighting because we
Oh, a
really
hundred
only got to
percent.
see him. We only got to see him fight Johnny, so we didn't get to see him do anything super brutal, like crazy with his blades and like ripping people up.
Yeah, he
I would have
fights
loved,
Johnny and then like those three guards.
yeah, and that was about
Fights,
it.
fights.
Yeah, he didn't really fight them. He just fucking
Fucking murdered him. It was great. He just like just kind of like yeah,
that was great. I just like it made me want more of it.
yeah, hundred
But
percent.
like his characterization, it reminded me of MK1. And like how and MK11, because in MK11, they win him over by coming to them and being like, this is what's best for your people. You as the leader of the
Yeah,
Tarkatans, like help us fight Shao Kahn because he's giving you a run. And that's what they did in the movie, and I really like that.
yeah,
I like that because classically, Baraka is that character who shows up, gets jobbed out, and then you don't see him again.
Yeah,
Or if you do, he's just getting his ass beat again.
basically, yeah.
Um, like in Annihilation, when I think it's Liu Kang that fights him.
Oh,
he Liu Kang
should
kicks him into lava, and they just reuse the shot of rain falling into the
dude,
lava
it's
as
such a
Baraka.
good thing, dude.
It's so, but like that's the stuff that Baraka is usually given, and he's given more this time. Like, he's given love as, and I really appreciated it.
Yeah, like
My only complaint is that there wasn't more.
yeah, and like that's the thing, and like it's kind of hard to do because you have all these characters that people love and enjoy and do. Like it's kind of hard to get them like so much
Yeah,
screen time, especially if like it's not really going to carry on the story or lead too much into it or anything like that.
yeah,
So it's kind of hard to get all these characters like we're actually enjoying. And seeing Baraka, like he's going crazy and everything when he's fighting Johnny Cage. Like he's going at him and like he's swinging.
and
He
that's a
seems
long
really
fight
dude.
too.
It's pretty stretched out. Which for a little bit Johnny is just running and like just kind of
Yeah,
tossing and trying. He doesn't got that. This is also where Johnny kind of gets that like somewhat confidence back. Not I don't.
yeah,
He's definitely not at his peak. He's definitely not there. But he's seeing like he's still kind of got it in him, like closer to like them actually getting into the fight.
yeah,
And I'm still mixed about it because I enjoy Baraka being fun and silly, but also I'm like, is it too much? Because Johnny, so how it goes, Johnny Cage, does the famous split nut punch,
yeah,
and Baraka is like, you know, your fighting is kind of badass. Like I
yeah,
respect you as a warrior.
yeah,
You're so cool. And it's like, okay, that's kind of funny, but also like, is that too much? And then especially near the final scene of Johnny Cage telling the story, it's
yeah,
Baraka and a bunch of Tarkatan kids around a campfire. And Baraka's the one that's like, tell us more, like is this real? He's the big kid. And like it's like, damn, that got a chuckle out of me, but like, am I happy with this? I'm still kind of mixed in the air about it fully, just because I'm like, is it too much for this character? Like, is he just gonna be like a joke character in the next movie? Like, is he really ever gonna be like serious enough to be anything? You know. But I feel like that kind of happened with a lot of characters, to be honest with you. Like for the
yeah,
most part, I feel like a lot of characters kind of got that like they joked around. Like when Johnny Cage is about to fight Baraka, Luke King, Sonya, and Jax are like, "Well, fuck, you're dead." Like they're all like, "Damn, okay, well that's it. Good luck."
yeah. I thought that that was them like the way I read it was that was them like trying to like motivate him. Like, oh yeah, you're dead, dude. You better lock in. You
Yeah,
know that's kind of how I read that. I thought it was very funny. I'm personally I'm cool with it, but I'm also like I'm really forgiving when it comes to stuff like if it's not egregiously offensive
yeah.
in terms of like just being bad
It
or
definitely made the movie more entertaining. You
yeah.
know,
I'm as long as I'm entertained, generally I'm good.
are
Like
you
there are things where
entertained?
yeah, if the answer is yes, then
And fuck it,
like
let's keep it going.
yeah. So yeah, Baraka's my number. What's
Heavy,
yours? Is
heavy.
he
Oh, heavy, dude. Yeah. I feel
Baraka?
like our list is straight because our last one is Jade, and I thought she was really good. I thought she was fantastic. The
Yeah,
actress did a fantastic job, both in looks and how she portrayed
yeah,
her.
he was great.
Uh, there's one scene that kind of bothered me, and really I feel like it's just kind of how it was set up scenario wise. Shang Tsung and Jade are talking, and Shang Tsung is like, "I could take over the throne," and then that's when Jade decides to like not go for Shao Kahn anymore. Like she doesn't want to be Shao Kahn's puppet,
Mhm.
and it felt kind of awkward because like the way they had it set up, it seemed like she was kind of more on the side of Shang Tsung, just because of how they had it set up at that moment. It just felt a little weird to me personally. Just because like right after like it's them talking, and then she instantly is like, yeah, I'm gonna rebel against Shao Kahn. And then obviously she's doing it for Katana. It just was like one of those little like nitpicks. It just felt a little weird to me. Like it's definitely nothing
Yeah.
like crazy or dramatic or anything like that. It was just like one of those like I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me like personally as I was watching it.
So I so it's not as fresh for me as it is for you because you watched it last night, right?
Yeah, last night as
Yeah.
as
So
of
it's
recording, yeah.
it's been about a week for me. Um. So it's like so I know what part you're talking, but I and this could be a testament to exactly what you're saying, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, like
But I do remember. I do remember the scene immediately after where she just breaks the Shao Kahn head
yeah,
off of her staff, and then it's just like a
the
green
jade,
energy.
the jade
Yeah,
green energy, whatever.
yeah, and it's like that's cool, that's accurate, lore accurate, but like, what's the significance of that in the movie? They don't ever talk about it. It's just there it is, you know?
And but like it's just weird to me, and like maybe I zoned out like a little bit and just didn't hear what Shang Tsung said to her. But like she's literally talking to him, and is like he's sitting in the throne, and she's like he's like, well, this is gonna like this place is gonna need a new emperor once Shao Kahn's gone, and then
Yeah,
the next thing is her breaking it like she's doing it, which they might do a crazy thing of like she's helping Katana right now, but Shang Tsung might do some like scheming stuff, and then she's like, actually, I'm with Shang Tsung. They could definitely do something crazy. I might just be tripping and thinking
oh,
too much, but you never know with how like they're wanting to run everything and where they're wanting to lead each character, which is cool. It's interesting.
yeah,
Because you're not really expecting it like at all, and that's what I think is like really fun about this movie. Personally, is because like you're expecting Liu Kang to beat Shao Kahn. You're expecting Raiden to be important.
yeah.
He's definitely not. Don't
Hey, he
ex-
looked cool though.
He did.
He had the
He looked
blue
all right.
sash.
He
Cool.
looked sick as shit. His costume was peak. Didn't do shit the
Uh,
entire time. Could have literally
and
been
then
cut out of the movie, but like
hey, he Superman flew, Shang Tsung off a cliff. That was cool.
at the last bit of the movie, like one of the last scenes, and it's just like, okay, that happened. But like it's stuff with these characters that like it's interesting, it's new, it's fresh. And so some of it's like really good, and like obviously some of it's like questionable, like the Baraka stuff. But like they're doing a lot with it that I genuinely enjoy, and I think
Yeah,
is like super fun.
yeah. No, Jade especially was a highlight. Like, she was probably the 3rd highlight for me after after Shao Kahn and Katana,
Yeah,
because Jade is my favorite female character in Mortal Kombat. She's, like, one of my I don't think she quite makes top 5, but she's top 10 for sure. Um, Largely because of her whole story, like being loyal to Shao Kahn and then breaking that loyalty for her best friend, her sister, essentially,
yeah,
in Kitana. And we got all of that in this movie. And this is the
beautifully
first
done.
time, like, this is the first adaptation of Jade that is accurate to the games that we've ever got.
Yeah,
Because in Annihilation, she was a bad guy, whole like full stop, and she was Asian.
I
For
forgot
some,
about that, dude. I forgot, and then she
you
died, didn't she?
yeah.
Like she straight up just got
Um,
murked. I forgot entirely she was in that. To be honest with you,
and then in a bunch of other stuff, like in the animated series from the '90s, Defenders of the Realm, she's not even in that
I haven't
movie.
even seen that, so you got me on that one.
She's not even in that in that show because it picks up right. It's supposed to pick up right after the first movie because it came out before Annihilation did.
Hmm.
And they're just fighting off Shao Kahn's forces. But there's a character in that named Ruby who has the exact same backstory, the exact same thing as like her whole thing. She's exactly the same as Jade, except she's red.
I mean, interesting, I guess.
I mean, so it's like, but having an accurate portrayal of Jade in this movie, having her look great, and the actress playing her was great. Yeah, I've seen her in a bunch of other stuff. She's also in the Last of Us series, in the second season, and she's great there too. Um, but like seeing her be Jade, like an accurate Jade, that was for me. I loved her. I thought she was great. And her fight with Jax was really dope too.
Yeah,
That was probably one of my favorite fights, I think.
too bad they did my boy dirty.
They really did, man.
I
He got a raw deal.
did. So we've talked a lot of them, and I feel like it's fair to like kind of, I wouldn't say speed through, but like
Yeah.
kind of go through the deaths in the movie. I feel like that's pretty good.
I just wanna put it out there, just like a heartfelt "I'm sorry" to Cole Young, man, 'cause
So so obviously, like we already talked about it pretty detailed. We got Jericho, fight Shao Kahn, puts up a decent fight, stab him in the gut.
yeah, good fight, kinda, whatever death. He
Sindel
just got he did get
fights.
his fingers chopped off, though, that was
Oh,
rough.
dude, yeah, that was sick. And he's like sitting there like
Yeah, yeah.
Sindel dies, bites
Brutal as
Sonya,
hell.
gets stabbed through
Yeah.
the head, and it's like, oh shit, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
really cool death ending to a kinda okay fight.
and then Cole's next.
Dude,
And it's like we talked about it pretty well, but
yeah,
like I feel like this is fair to
he
go
was
more into
giving
depth.
yeah, he was giving Shao Kahn the work too, though,
Yeah, like he's slicing
he
and
was
dicing them.
this is why I was the main character last movie, and
Like
then Shao Kahn's like, "This is why you're not this movie."
literally stabs Shao Kahn through the chest, doing all these cool fire things that it's like fucking yeah. And then Shao Kahn,
Yeah,
it's like it's so fast. He like
yeah,
heals, grabs him, throws him like over his
yeah, like,
shoulder,
slams him on the ground,
and Cole's on his back, grabs his hammer, slams it right on his head.
just
Dead.
head gone,
Dead.
gone, and then he fucking janitor sweeps him into the Deadpool after
Dude,
that.
and you were talking about the stages? We finally were
Yeah,
the stages were crisp. You know, they did it. They did the thing.
yeah, Sindel and Cole both got stage fatality.
And it was sick. And it was cool. Um After Cole, we got Kung Lao.
Can we talk
Because
about this fight,
we can talk
please?
no, we
It
can go
was
into depth into this fight because we haven't talked about it at all. We've
best fight in the movie.
we've kind of
Best
we're
fight.
kind of bouncing around. It's a little weird, but it just kind of flowing. And
Yeah,
we've talked about how great Kung or Liu Kang was. Dude,
yeah.
this part in particular with him
This
and
fight
Kung
was
Lao.
so
Oh my god. So
the
like
like the part that really sticks in my head is when Liu Kang bicycle kicks the hat like in a circle
yeah,
and like drives it into the ground. That was so cool, dude.
it is so like crisp because first of all, they're on the stage. I don't remember what the stage is called, but they're on
Uh, uh,
the
the
portal
portal from
stage,
MK2,
and
the
it's got
portal from
it looks
MK2. It's one of
so
my favorite things.
nice. It looks
It
so
looks so
nice. And so it's a dope setting. It's they got the stage like
you know what it made me think
beautiful.
of? You know what it made me think of? Shaolin monks.
100%, 100%.
It
And
was
they're going at it, and as they're going at it, they're talking to each other, and
they had
fucking
that banter.
Kung Lao's like, you failed me, blah blah blah, and Liu Kang's sitting there like, brother, no.
Yeah,
Dude, it is
yeah,
so good. And then like him being like, you can be my brother once you're dead. Like you can
yeah.
be my brother again once I'm.
And he has the hat flying around the whole
Oh,
time,
dude, it's
and
such
Liu
a
Kang has to,
crisp
like, dodge
fight.
it
It
it was
is
so cool.
it is so badass, and
And the way it ends.
it's you think it's gonna end like Liu Kang's like I'm giving up, like I'll join you,
Yeah,
brother. It's definitely like a tease, and like I don't like you
yeah,
really don't think it's gonna happen because
yeah,
it'd be
you
crazy.
don't believe that, but it's like, the way that, like,
He's
I
literally
didn't
like,
know how that was gonna work. Yeah,
like
he
he's like
literally
this. He's like,
yeah.
because like
And then he grabs his arms and jumps back.
so yeah, like the hat's in the ground, Liu Kang's in
Yeah,
front of it, and
because
it's
and
it's
it's jammed,
spinning,
and Liu
it's
Kang's trying to
spinning,
get it, or
or
Kung Lao's trying to
yeah,
pull it
and
back.
it's spinning, and so it's a saw blade thing doing its thing, and he sits there like that, like Kung Lao's about to just hit him onto it, like Liu Kang's gonna get it like straight
Yeah,
through his chest, and then he goes to do it, and Liu Kang grabs his arms and like jumps back, and like slams Kung Lao onto its chest first, and
yeah,
fucking
and
staring
then he
into his
yeah,
soul.
yeah, and he's sitting there holding his hands. Dude, I was a little emotional, I'm not
Dude,
gonna
he well,
lie,
because he's
because
like
that was
holding them, and he's like he's starting.
yeah,
He's crying, like Kung, like
yeah,
he's like I will save you, just not today. And it's like, dude, damn, like
yeah.
it's super
It
in
was
depth.
it was
It's
really good.
it's really nice because like, dude, Kung Lao is honestly like I love Kung Lao and Liu Kang, especially because of Shaolin monks, and so it was really cool to
Mhm.
see them like together and actually like going at it and all that stuff. I thought it was beautifully done,
Yeah,
and definitely a high key moment for me.
it was the best fight movie as far for me. It was so good. It was
S-
so cool.
So I think after Kung Lao, I think it's Jax. I don't think anybody dies until Jax. I
Yeah, yeah,
because
I think you're right.
they have so they realize like to win the fight they have to destroy the amulet. So they
Yeah,
sneak onto they sneak into the palace. Liu Kang and
yeah,
Shao Kahn go at it.
and that's why they went to Baraka
Yeah,
to get his help getting into the palace.
and so they're in the palace. Liu Kang, they're like, hey, we gotta split up. Liu Kang finds it, kicking Shao Kahn's ass, like straight up,
Yeah,
doing some badass stuff with the dragons and everything. Oh, dude, that was
yeah, the
also
way
really cool.
like the MK1 stuff with the dragons coming, the 2 dragons, yeah.
It was super crisp. Liu Kang gets knocked out. Johnny, Jax, and Sonya versus Shao Kahn.
Yeah,
Johnny basically got bitch slapped.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think we've said
But
this.
I think Johnny went to go get the amulet, and
That's
that's
right.
when Noob and stole
That's
it
right. That's right. I don't think we've said it either. But Johnny does not have powers
until the very end,
until
and
the
he uses
last
it one
second,
time. It's the shadow kick to destroy the amulet.
and I don't like it. But I
Like, I'm okay that it came out, like, it took him a second to come out. I wish we could have seen him use it on somebody.
yeah, and
Like,
actually go to
it
ham.
yeah, I wish it came out on Baraka.
I think that would have been
Although
cool.
well, although the like,
The nut
I
punch
don't know,
is
the way
it's too iconic. Like I said,
yeah,
it's the way they set up Johnny Cage for this movie. It felt like he was gonna get more, but
yeah,
realistically, he only got Katana, Baraka, and then him and Kano tag teamed the Shadow of Noob,
yeah.
and that's it. That's like
I do
realistically the only fights that he got in.
yeah, I do like, though, that him and Katana the it's interesting that they were the 2, like, main characters.
Yeah,
Because, like, at the end, you have and this is kinda off because 'cause we're talking about deaths. But at the end, you have, um, the Kitana and Johnny both, like, it's cutting back and forth between them and the parallels between
yeah, it's really nice, and I really enjoy it.
it's interesting that it's those 2. Um, I'm way more into this being a Kitana movie than it
hundred
is a
percent,
Johnny movie, and I'm
100%.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I thought it was weird to have it advertise it, but I guess it makes sense because Carl Urban being in the movie just got done with the boys. Everybody
and
loves Carl Urban. Like, come on.
Johnny was teased at the end of the first movie with the poster,
Yeah. So like it
so
makes a lot of sense, but
yeah,
I feel like it's good to hammer in that this is like strongly a Katana movie.
it's a Katana movie, which for me.
Let it ride. Like
But
let it
anyway,
go.
Jax.
Jax.
Ja
Our boy
Jax gets
Jax.
messed up. Like
Like, did good for him putting up a fight. Okay,
yeah,
actually,
and I appreciate that he was killed by the main bad guy, not by some jobber,
I
Like,
feel like the thing is
all
though, they kind of I feel like they were showing him like because they have Cole, Liu Kang, and Jax like sparring, and I felt like we saw more of Jax doing abilities there than we did anywhere else. Like Jax like doing the ground pound and like he didn't really do any Jax moves, if that makes sense. He just kind of threw
Did
punches.
he do anything? Because I'm blanking now. I know I said it was one of my favorite fights, but I'm kind of blanking on what he did during his fight with Jade.
I don't think he did any. I think he just threw punches. I swear to you, I don't think he did
Did he not
any.
do a ground pound or anything like that?
No, I think he literally only did it against Kung Lao and Liu Kang as they were sparring, and I'm pretty sure that's it.
Mm,
I don't think he did anything. He didn't do like the lunge punch. Like he didn't do anything crazy. If I remember correctly, and it might have just been like one of those small things that I missed too. You know, you're watching
yeah,
the movie and kind of getting
there
hype.
was a lot of that where they yeah. There was a lot of that where they just kind of fired off their moves real quick, and it wasn't given a lot of focus.
Yeah, which is understandable and stuff. So it is what it
But that's how
is.
it comes out in the game, you know?
Yeah,
You just don't.
basically. But my boy puts up a good fight, punching and doing what he can. Gets an arm ripped off,
Yeah.
and I think he also
And
gets his other arm gets ripped off.
no, so the other arm, he's like
Oh
holding
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
and then it punches through the hand and into his throat like that.
Dude, yeah, like he's got it because like Shao Kahn's pushing it. Oh, dude, it's a cool death. Like, don't get me wrong. It's sad to see because Jax
Yeah.
is up there too. I love some Jax.
Yeah, Makad and especially Makad Brooks as Jax. He was also kind of a highlight in the first movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm glad he
for
got
some
to. He
when he
just
didn't
looked
have
better.
paperclip arms.
Yeah, he looked so much better in this movie and
Yeah,
stuff. But like him dying was definitely like oh crap, like damn.
yeah.
But then it's I think
And then
after
it's
that
I think after that, Shao Kahn, right? Because we don't
y-
really see Noob die.
we
He's just
see his shadow die. Like I said, it gets
true.
sliced in half by
Yeah,
Scorpion.
yeah, which was sick.
But then we get to Shao Kahn. And I feel like Shao Kahn's like leading to Shao Kahn death, we need to discuss this. Like
Okay.
pretty detailed because there's one thing that I kind of don't like
There's
in this
one
part.
thing about it that I kind of don't like too. It's probably not the same thing, but
So it's Liu Kang and Sonya, last people. It's 2-1. They lose. Sonya doesn't get killed, she gets defeated.
she's incapacitated. Cannot move.
Liu Kang does the little pixie
Very
thing.
nice. Yeah,
Shao Kahn is the victor.
yeah,
Shao Kahn wins Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
Katana
Okay.
gets broken free by Sonya, and for some reason is 100% allowed to join Earthrealm in this fight.
Okay, so it is the same thing.
Okay, okay. I understand what they're going for because the entire movie it shows Katana working with Earthrealm. Katana is against Shao Kahn.
Yeah,
Dude, and I get it. I get it. You could say the same thing about Shao Kahn. All this other. Dude, Katana cheated. It's like, dude, them getting basically 6 champions at that point,
yeah,
like at this
yeah.
point, like
So
it just doesn't like
so
looking at it, it's just
it's
like it's just dumb.
yeah. So for me, it's like it's one of those. It is the thing that I don't like, but it's for a different reason.
Yeah.
Because canonically, in lore, and this is a thing that happens twice in this movie actually. In lore, you cannot you cannot uh you cannot win a victory for a realm you are not from. So, um and this is a thing this was introduced because of Bo' Cho in Deadly Alliance because Bo' Cho never competes in Mortal Kombat. He only trained Earthrealmers to compete in Mortal Kombat because Bo' Cho is from Outworld. So if he were to compete in Mortal Kombat, even if he defeated an Outworlder, his win would still count towards Outworld.
Mm.
So in in this movie, by game lore, even if Kitana renounced Shao Kahn and Outworld, fought for Earthrealm. If she wins, that's a win for Outworld. Period.
See, that's more
And it's the same.
lore that I'm
And
just
it,
like,
and
damn.
it's yeah, and it's the same thing for Kung Lao. If Kung Lao had beaten Liu Kang, that would be a win for Earthrealm because Kung Lao's from Earth.
Yeah,
And so it's like, even if they didn't count that, because even though he's originally from Earth, he's dead. He's a revenant. He's from Hell now, so it would count as a victory for Netherrealm, not Earthrealm, or for Outworld.
yeah.
So it's like that bugged me as a obnoxious lorehead.
See,
Um,
not even a lore head for me. It was just it felt
yeah,
like too much of a pull. You know what I mean? Like
it was a total asshole. What they should have done was just have like Shao Kahn wins and the realms start merging, and then Kitana, like Sonya frees Kitana, Kitana beats Shao Kahn and reverses the merging, just like she did with Outworld and Edenia in the games. Because like in the games, after Shao Kahn's defeated and Kitana becomes Empress, she separates Edenia and Outworld again.
yeah. Like I feel like it was just so weird. I would say they could have done like a whole thing of like tournament wise, Liu Kang could have beat Shao Kahn and then still died to Shao Kahn. Nah, we don't know what's going on
Yeah,
with Liu
like
Kang.
yeah, Liu Kang could have beat Shao Kahn,
It's
got the victory.
it's a W for Liu Kang,
Yeah, W for Liu Kang,
W
and
for
then Shao Kahn.
Earthrealm.
But then Shao Kahn still like comes back and is like, you know,
Nah, this ain't because that's
kills.
still kind of following canonical
And
like
it still works with Liu Kang's promo too. It's like
yeah
it wasn't my destiny to defeat you, even though he wins, he still didn't beat him. Like
yeah
he
like
didn't get the kill.
I it was so weird and so awkward.
Yeah,
But then
it
Katana
was
goes
confusing.
at it with Shao Kahn.
And then the fight is immaculate though.
It's dude, I feel like so I understand, especially because it is a Mortal Kombat thing. But she is going at him. She slices his throat like 4 times, dude. Like
And then
straight up.
But then when she does get it and it doesn't start healing, Shao Kahn's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, and like it, but that's my thing. It's no, I'm saying like after that, like after she does it, she
Oh
just
yeah,
slices his throat like 3 or 4 times. Like after the amulet's like destroyed and he can actually take damage, she like does throat damage. That sounds bad. Hold up. She,
pause.
she takes her blades and is like slicing his throat, like throw it up a good amount of
Yeah,
time, like stabbing him in the neck and like
like
doing
right
some
in the
like
armpit.
yeah, like dude, like doing like some crazy. And I get it, it's Mortal Kombat. We've seen shit of, like people getting their neck broken and all this other, pushing through just in an X-ray. It's Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat. It's kind of how it's supposed to be.
and it's Shao Kahn too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
even without the name.
dude, honestly, the entire time we were waiting for Shao Kahn to just start spamming the shoulder, like in Mortal
And he
Kombat
did
9.
too. I was like,
He did use that a
flashbacks to Liu
lot.
Kang 9.
He did use that a lot, but I was expecting it a lot more just because of my days of Mortal Kombat 9 of him just constantly spamming that move.
Bro, what I get was it when he was fighting? It was in one of his fights. He used it like literally.
I think I think he used it against like it's a scene of Liu Kang and them.
Because he uses it in every fight that he has.
Yeah,
But there's
100%.
one scene in particular where he hits it literally. It's like 3 times in a row, one after the other, second. And
I'm
I was like,
pretty sure it's Liu
I was just like,
Kang into Jackson them. Like that whole
probably.
sequence.
I
I
think
think
so.
that's what it is. Because
Yeah, I think so.
that's the most we see of Shao Kahn
Yeah,
combat wise, I feel like.
I
Because
think so.
it's a pretty good fight between him and Katana, and it goes the fatality on him.
Yeah, dude.
That
That's
was sick. That was sick.
when she spins the fan like against it, the
Oh,
sparks are flying everywhere.
that was all like it's in the trailer, but it's still fire. Like it
Yeah,
still looks
it was
good.
good.
But
In
like
context, it's even better.
it's great because she actually takes off his helmet. You
Yeah.
see him, and like the entire movie, you're just like, and like, They got regular dude under there, like, they're not gonna do
I
anything.
loved
They're
it.
just
I
gonna
love that
bullshit
he
it.
had the glowing red eyes like he had.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
I thought it was sick. It was super cool because then she takes her blades and through the head and starts spinning them.
Yeah.
And that
That
shit
was
just the top part falls, the middle part falls, and then he falls. Oh, dude,
yeah.
it's such a Mortal
It was
Kombat fatality.
yeah, and it was so cathartic too, because she's been thinking about that for
Dude, you know she like as soon as she
months.
got those blades, she was like, "Oh fuck yeah."
She's like, "I know exactly what I'm doing with
She's like
these."
spinning them. She's like, "Oh yeah." It's super cool. It's a super crazy death to have, and it's super exciting. My thing is, I'm wondering what they're gonna do next. Is my big thing
Yeah,
because like they talk about like
because
after
the setup
this, it
yeah,
kind of speeds through after this. I feel like it's
yeah,
like Katana takes over Outworld. Yippee! The Earth Gang is like we need to go resurrect our homies now,
yeah,
and
and then
it's
we'll kill Kano.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Right, Kano's like, what? Because Kano comes back to the Earth. I forgot to say, Kano comes back
Yeah,
to Earth realm, like side.
I do there that is something I kind of appreciate though, because, like, Johnny's like, "Why would you help us?" He's like, "Have you seen this place? Like, this place
This place
fucking
fucking
sucks.
there's no air
Like, why would I
conditioning.
want this?"
There's
Like
like, bro, this fucking sucks. Damn, I don't want to be
like,
here.
it's, like, nothing but sand, and everybody's sad all the time,
Dude,
like, I
Anakin,
don't
I
want
swear.
this. Why would I want this? It's like, you know what? That makes sense. Why would you want
Yeah, like
this?
love, like I feel like that's the biggest. Like, Kano is like the best in this movie,
Yeah.
100%.
Kano's a huge highlight for in both movies.
Yeah, 1000%. Still love him. I don't know who
Josh
the
Lawson.
actor is, but I love him.
His name is Josh Lawson. He's a Australian comedian. So, like, half his lines are improv. Like,
I
the whole Bihan Bihan thing. It's like
I think it's good too because like it was Johnny and him that were saying like, the most witty things. It was them two, and I did appreciate that.
yeah,
Definitely more Kano side, but
but, like, when Kano when Johnny and Kano were trying to figure out how to destroy the amulet,
uh,
and Kano's like, check the instructions on the back." He's like,
yeah,
"Oh, yeah, one ring to
there's
rule
not
them all."
any here. it's it's so fun. It's a fun time, and I feel like the thing I could
And
kind
honestly,
of see them going with for the ending was 11 or 10, where
I think it's gonna be an MKX thing,
is
trying
it
to
is
save
it
the
is it X whenever it's like all the remnants at the beginning?
I think they're gonna combine MK, which is like Shinnok, his original story.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do MKX where they like go to hell and they try to because they have Quan Chi and they're like, all right, you're gonna do what you did for Kano, like proper this time,
Yeah.
not like what you did with Kung Lao. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and I think we're if we do that, I think that's how we're gonna get Kuai Liang because he's gonna be like, I need to go save.
Yeah, definitely trying to show some love. Dude, it'd be cool to see Kwai Lang
Yeah,
and smoke, dude.
yeah, dude.
Mm,
Like so, if MK3 is Kuai Liang and Smoke running away from the Lin Kuei Cyber Initiative and joining up with the heroes so that they can go rescue
sire. Oh,
Behind.
dude. Oh my god. I might bust.
And then we have Cyrax and Sector
That's what
showing
I was to
up
say.
and like picture this.
Close your eyes, guys.
Just for a moment. Close your eyes. Kuai Liang, Sub-Zero,
Mm-hmm.
Smoke,
Yep.
Scorpion
Mm-hmm.
versus Cyrax,
Mm-hmm.
Sector,
Mm-hmm.
Noob Saibot.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire.
Or even if it's not like a three-way tag team, if it's like Cyrax and Sector versus Sub-Zero and Smoke, and then you have Noob Saibot and Scorpion like as like a rogue element in that like whole circle.
I could see Scorpion going helping with
Absolutely.
Cyrax and Sector. and then
Yeah.
Bihan versus Kuai Yang, like brother versus brother.
The I don't
The,
think they're gonna do it because that would
the
be too
the
good, but
amount
they
of
might.
hype, that is there, that
Yeah,
like is
because
optional.
like so, like, my first instinct is to say that's not gonna because that's too good. But
Yeah,
but the thing about this movie, second one that has me potential third movie is that they basically took everything that everybody was vocal about not liking in the first movie and literally got rid of it. Like there's
yeah.
not a single mention of an arcana.
No, not at
Not
all.
one. It's not mentioned
The
remote.
tattoos, I'm pretty sure, are gone too. Like
Yeah, the
the
birthmarks are
whole
gone, the arcana's gone.
gone.
Cole got may he rest in peace. I don't think Cole's coming back.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay.
'Cause I don't know how much of a body that Quan Chi needs to have because there ain't no body.
So here's the
Like,
thing. People are wanting the actor to come back.
yes,
People
I've
have
seen
been
people
talking about him coming back as Kenshi.
can. Yeah, I'm 100% okay with that.
I love Kenshi. I love this actor. He's got it in him. You know, compared to
Mhm.
everybody else, it seems like he's a little bit younger, so he's going to be able to
Yeah,
do a little bit more, in my opinion.
yeah,
So that'd be so fucking sick.
yeah. So like, and Louis Tan, who plays Cole, like he has been ever since the marketing for the first movie. He's been like one of the most vocal of the characters. He's like, I love Mortal Kombat. I'm so excited to do this. Even now, after what happened to Cole in this, like, I don't even care. I had fun. I want
Yeah.
to keep doing this
I,
and
I, I think that was the
whatever.
cool part. I want to say Cole in this movie, 10 times better. And I think
Yeah,
that's because like he did the whole character development in the first one to get him to a good point.
yeah,
But him in
yeah,
this movie was just, it was just nice. Like it wasn't
yeah.
like
He was
crazy
like,
good,
I
but he
was
was
actually,
actually okay.
yeah, I was upset to see him die the way he did. Like that was
It
like,
was crazy because he was like, I'm doing this for my family.
yeah, I was like he died the way he did. No, damn, like
Like,
that
dude,
was rude.
it was fast, dude. It's so fast. And then it like, dude, it's just so funny. Shao Kahn just like,
Yeah, yeah, he just off into the acid in the Deadpool. It's crazy, but it's like, but like even even that though, like most people did not like Cole Young in the first movie.
yeah,
Most people were very vocal about him being a down spot in that movie.
yeah.
And like I get it, I didn't have that much,
Uh,
but I get it, he's in an ensemble like Mortal. Why are you making a new character the main character
yeah,
when
like,
we've had so many games where so many characters are the character? You know what I mean?
yeah, especially because it kind of was fucking with a main character because him
Yeah.
being there, I feel like kind of took away from Scorpion being a bigger
Yes.
priority, which really killed it. And so,
Yeah.
like, this movie really just fixed a lot of fuck ups that they did,
Yeah.
and it was nice. It was good.
So I think, yeah, exactly. Like they took everything, because so that makes me feel like they are actually like they're paying attention. They're like, okay, we see what worked, we see what didn't, and we're gonna stick with what did.
Yeah,
And we're gonna try some other stuff. And we're gonna stay away from what didn't work. So it's like, and it's funny too because at the very beginning of the title drop, it just says Mortal Kombat.
yep,
There's no two there. You don't get the two until the credits. Like at the beginning of the movie, Mortal Kombat.
I don't even think I
And
would
it's like,
recognize. I don't even think I saw that.
yeah. Like after the opening scene with Katana and Jared and you get the title, it just says Mortal. There's no two at all.
Damn, maybe. Shoot, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so it's like this is like this could have been the first one.
Technically, yeah,
Yeah, and it's like because there's no tournament in the first one. We
yeah.
don't get a we don't get a tournament. So like I will say though, one thing, and I kind of touched on it a little bit when we were talking about Mandela. So at the end, when Kitana becomes empress, we see her sit down in the we sit her sit see her sit in the throne. Jade's by her side. Sindel's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Where's Sindel? What are
What
you
what
doing,
happened?
Kitana? Stay, go save your mom.
Yeah,
What's
because I
that?
mean, I like like she's alive,
Yeah,
as alive as she can
she's
be. She's
yeah,
somewhat
because like
there.
Shao Kahn threatens Kitana with killing Sindel again.
Yeah,
like, tell me where you've been, or I'm gonna kill your mom again. For
it's like the biggest thing. Like,
yeah, for at the very least the third time, because we know she's already died once somehow off
yeah,
screen, and then we see her get.
mur
No, I'm not
spiked
gonna
in the
say what
head.
I'm not gonna say what I almost.
That's fact.
we see what happens to her in the movie,
Yeah,
and she comes back. So it's like, where is she? What are you doing, Katana? Where's your mom? Go help your mom.
go find your mommy.
Um,
Go, shoot,
yeah.
shoot.
That's my one thing, my one gripe with Kitana in this movie, and it's not even really to do with Kitana. It's just her relationship with Sindel
Yeah,
gets no time at
yeah.
all. And I wish we could have gotten more of that, but I mean, maybe we will in the third.
Uh, I guess we'll see when they finally
So
announce
like,
that and give us some stuff on it.
yeah. So I guess that's my wish list for 3 is more Katana and Sindel, the whole Lin Kuei thing with
Hmm.
uh all of that we already discussed. Which if that ends up being in this third movie,
Hype as fuck.
I
And if they
it'll
disappoint, dude, oh my gosh, that's like their fault at that point.
and then um maybe some Deadly Alliance stuff.
Some more, yeah. I like
Yeah, like
an actual.
legitimately, yeah, with Liu Kang or not Liu Kang, Shao Kahn, not Shao Kahn, shit, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi.
Yeah,
Jesus, those would be my big 3 things, and then maybe some, I don't know, something else.
I feel like it'd be nice. Kimchi, I think kimchi would be fun.
Yeah, give Lewis Tan something real
Yeah, like give him a
because
fighting chance.
he deserves something.
I feel bad for Cole's wife and daughter. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest, but screw that. Give me kimchi. Like end of the day, just give me kimchi.
It's like just have him show up, and they're like, "Wow, you look a lot like a guy I used to
Yeah,
know."
exactly,
Like,
exactly. Like just give it to us. Um, honestly, they keep talking about it, and I want something more of it. The gods. I want more
yeah,
of the gods, both
yeah,
the elder
but
gods, and I want like Raiden to do more. Like I feel like
yeah,
just the gods in general, just kind of the elder gods. Like it makes sense, but like Raiden
yeah.
especially, Raiden
And,
hasn't done shit both
and
movies,
if they do Shinnok, that's a shoe in for that
dude.
because he's a
Shit, that's
fallen
the
elder.
Shinnok, dude. Fucking Fujin, like you got just the gods, like the gods in general. I feel like it's
Yeah, if
fair.
Shinnok's the villain, then you get Fujin and you get Raiden actually doing something. Like that's a shoe in. That's gonna happen.
It'd just be too perfect. It'd be too
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Um, and I think realistically, because of how the movie ended, because we haven't seen it, I want Johnny Cage, official like Johnny Cage. I want him using his powers
yeah,
and kicking ass.
yeah,
Because, like I said, he only gets the katana fight. He's literally running around, fights her a little bit, runs around, loses. The
yeah.
Baraka fight, runs away, fights a little bit, wins.
It-
And then noob, he's fucking quadruple cheap and quadruple fighting noob
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end, and that's when he does it back. I want Johnny Cage because it makes the most
Shadow.
sense. It makes the most sense from this movie to the next. Give us what we just built up in the last movie.
Also, I want to see Liu Kang be the hero.
Dude, I I don't see it
I don't think
happening.
they're going to. I don't think they're going to, but I want to see it.
Like it's kind of sad to me because I've also felt like that in the games. Like
Yeah.
Liu Kang did become the god and stuff like that, but I feel like Liu Kang's kind of fallen off in terms of importance
Yeah.
since 9.
I mean, before that, since Deadly Alliance, he hasn't been
Yeah, that is
the
kind
main
of true. That is
guy
kind of true.
since then. Because like in nine, like yeah, we get to see him like he defeats Goro and Shang Tsung like he did in the original, and then he defeats Shao
Shao Kahn.
Kahn after Shao Kahn kills Kung Lao. But then after that, he's just angry with Raiden the whole time, and then Raiden accidentally,
Yeah, burns his ass.
yeah, and then he's a Revenant,
Yeah,
and then he's like teased to be like the main bad guy
which
of
would have been
MK11 at
sick.
the end of X.
But
But then they bring in the whole Kronika thing, and that's annoying.
yeah, we won't even get into that because that's a little
Nope.
that's a
If
whole different
if they
story.
if they put Kronika in Mortal Kombat 3,
Oh
I'm
my
watching it.
god, dude,
I'm
I will fucking bandwagon
I'm not
to
watching it.
Street Fighter. I'll go to Street Fighter next.
That movie I finally I haven't seen any of the trailers for it, but they played one MK2. That looks cool as hell.
I know the Street Fighter movie looks fire. It looks
Yeah, it looks
super
great.
super fire.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
I'm trying to think. I think everything worked pretty good from Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
2. I still feel like it's a 7 to me. I don't know after all of this if your opinions changed on that. I'm still honestly at 7. I feel like they still have like
yeah,
some good improvements. Costumes great, casting great, the setup, like the setting of the place is great.
yeah,
They did like they did really good on references too. You get Ed Boon. I forgot to he popped up once. You know
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. He did.
But like
And
I
that was something that they did really well in the first movie too. Like one of my favorite gags in that first movie is Liu Kang spamming the sweep.
dude, amen,
Kano.
amen. Because Kano's like, can you stop that? And then him jumping over it, dude,
Yeah.
it's so
And
good.
mistiming the jump. Yeah.
It's so good. But they do that again, and like it's fun to see, you know. And so I
Yeah.
hope they just keep going with that and like progressively getting it better.
And that's what I'll say. That's I think the biggest victory with this one is that they took everything that didn't work about the first one and got rid of it. And
Yeah,
they just did more of everything that did work.
yep.
And they threw in couple little things here and there. So I was genuinely I was really impressed.
That's
Just because of the fact that I had such low expectations.
yeah.
And then they really surprised me because not only was it, better than the first one, it was significantly better than the first one.
No, 100%.
And it did a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting. So, yeah, it's still a 7, but it's a good 7. It's like a really positive 7
Yeah.
because it still doesn't touch 90 MK94.
Dude, the first
Nothing's ever
dude, it's
yeah,
so good.
it's so good. I
The
keep I've been seeing like reels and stuff of Reptile in that
oh
first
my
movie.
god, dude, that fight is so good.
It's so good. It's so good. But so much better than Reptile in the first MK 2021. Just fucking lizard man
I
from
forgot that
Soul
he was
Calibur.
in that, dude. Oh my god. Dude,
Yeah.
I've
He shows up, does nothing, and then gets Kano fatality. That's the only good thing about Reptile is the fact that he
I
sets up
forgot
Kano to do his fatality.
entirely about Reptile in the first movie.
Mhm.
Not even a
Yeah.
ninja. I forgot about that.
You do you remember Cabal is in the first movie?
Yeah, I actually did remember that. I did remember that.
Yeah. I
I
didn't.
talked about that.
Okay.
Not on here, but I was talking about that the other. I forgot about that because I was talking about Kano actually, and that's what got me because I was talking about like the black dragons
Yeah.
and everything. But like, I don't know how well into place that is in this universe, like the black dragons and everything. We
I
haven't
mean,
really,
Kano mentions it, like, "I'm Kano from fucking Black Dragon," or whatever. Actually, no,
but
that's in the first one.
but
He
like
doesn't even mention him in the second one.
no, but like I'm not the biggest fan of the Black Dragons, other than like,
other than Kano,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
Because like the
realistically,
other black dragons are like Jarek.
uh, yeah, like Cabal's cool, but like they already did him, he's gone, and it's just like okay, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
Uh,
honestly, Cabal is at his worst when he's with the black dragons because in the old canon, Cabal was former black dragon who became a vigilante, was a good guy. And like he was a subversion because he looks evil, but he's actually a good guy. They
that's
just
fire.
made him a they just keep making him a bad. It's like the same thing with Sindel. They just keep making him a bad guy.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the third one. I had a great time with the second one. I don't think there's anything I have left to point out or
Um,
say.
I just say that the second one was a whole lot of fun, which is not something I can say about the first one. And that's honestly the biggest. That's the first one's biggest sin for me. Is that it's
Yeah,
just kind of boring
yeah.
for
So I mean,
most of it.
if you enjoyed the first one, you're gonna love the second one. That's the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
thing too. If you
oh
enjoyed
yeah.
the first one, you're gonna love it.
If you didn't enjoy the first one,
You're gonna enjoy the second
you'll
one.
probably like the second one.
Yeah,
And if honestly, if you're not into Mortal Kombat, um,
go watch this one.
I think you'll enjoy this because it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, like it is constant. It never stops, never
Yeah,
slows down.
it's pretty smooth through everything.
Yeah, it is one thing after another. It's well paced. It's just snappy and to the point.
Yeah,
Doesn't waste any time.
yeah,
Which is what a movie like this should be, in my opinion.
yeah.
Like you can make a Mortal Kombat with the lore that is like slow and methodical, has something to say.
It it's just not gonna be as good.
It, it's not a movie that they're ever gonna make. So so for what they're gonna do, this is the way to,
Yeah,
and I just hope that
keep it up.
mm,
Keep it
they
going.
hang on to
Keep
yeah,
it
they
keep it
hang
doing.
on to these lessons and continue them in the next one.
Yeah,
So
100% agree. Well, Bo, I appreciate you for being here for this and us getting to talk about something we were both definitely passionate about and seeing it actually become something in cinema that hopefully will expand. Is there anything last minute words you want to say to our beautiful people that may or may not see this or hear this?
only that I hope to do it again
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, that'd be fun. We'll have to think of some more stuff to do. You know, see what all we need to fix and do better. You know, all the good stuff. But
Baby. It's a little tease for those in the know.
beautiful. Well, thank you. Thanks everybody for watching, and bye, guys.